Peace. It's your boy GC Queen, the Jueler, man. I'm tapping in with you, man. Real small, real short. I'ma just say something, man. No matter how small you think it is or how insignificant it is, man, it is very imperative that you pay attention and make sure that you don't have kids by the wrong individuals. That's a big deal, man. When you see the way the world is constructed nowadays and the shit that's going on, man, there's no order out here in the world. There's no order inside the community, dog. So you can't afford to be out having kids with the wrong people. When you have kids with the wrong people, you adopt everything that comes with their family into your family. You have no choice, no matter how you want to look at it. You understand what I'm saying? So fellas, if you go out there and you have a kid by a ratchet bitch, or a bitch that don't want to have nothing, or a bitch that think living a wild life is more important than just having responsibilities, man, and you know, man, building a foundation for herself, and therefore, whenever you have a kid with her, whether you with her or not, my nigga, whether you with her or not, whether you are with her or not, you have created a life with this individual. So therefore, everything that she has automatically adopts to you. It's attached to your name. It's attached to your bloodline. The same thing go with you, ladies. Whenever you go out there and you have babies with the wrong man, there's no way around it. You automatically adopt whatever they have inside their family into your household. Why? Because you have a piece of their family in your household now. You know what I'm saying? That offspring that you have in your house is somebody's cousin to that family, somebody's brother, somebody's sister to that family, aunts, uncles, whatever. They're connected. Family reunions. They're going to go at family reunions. Your son, your daughter's name will be mentioned inside that bloodline. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of wild shit going on. You see a lot of wild shit that's unfortunate. Whenever you look at what people have to go through, and you like, God damn, this nigga baby mama ratchet as hell, you know? God damn, this girl baby daddy is just wild as fuck. This nigga do clown shit all the time. Like she wish she wasn't even attached to the nigga, you know what I'm saying? She wish she wasn't even attached to the nigga. Because she didn't, you know, she didn't use her better judgment by making sure that she didn't get pregnant by the nigga. Or he didn't use his better judgment to understand that, you know what I'm saying, it's not a good idea to get this woman pregnant. Some women are only made for what they are, and that's just to pop and keep moving. Some men are made for what they are, and that's just to fucking keep moving, shorty. When you start talking about having kids with people, man, you gotta make sure, man. It's the saddest thing out here, man. You can fuck around and lose your life, lose your stability, lose everything you got by fucking with the wrong individual, dog. So if you somebody, man, and you got your head on right, or you somebody that potentially may get your head on right, man, you can't afford to be out here having a legacy by a piece of shit ass woman or having a legacy by a piece of shit ass man. You don't want to do that, man. And it's crazy. It's crazy how, you know, a person's family can be ratchet as hell. Nobody in the family is about nothing. You look at their aunts, look at their cousins, look at their sisters, look at their brothers. All of them are just ratchets. Ratchets. And then you go lay down and bring a baby into the world. You know what I'm saying? Exchanging your bloodline with their bloodline, which is going to be potentially bringing their whole line of ratchetness into your life. You feel me? They can't do nothing for you because they just ratchet as fuck. They don't have no etiquette about nothing they do. Nothing. You know, look, they don't have no sense. No sense, no professionalism, no nothing. Everything is just ratchet, ghetto. You know what I'm saying? You have to be careful who you give your fucking kids to out in this world. That is a big deal. That is a big motherfucking deal, dog. That is a big deal. That is a big deal. That's why when you see people that's making it or that has made it or built a life for themselves and they're trying to leave a legacy to their kids, and they have everybody set up. They don't want to go out there messing with anybody. They don't want to go out there messing with ratchet women. You know what I'm saying? Dirty ass mud ducks. You feel what I'm saying? They don't want their women messing with dirty ass dudes. You know what I'm saying? Piece of shit ass dudes, you know? Nobody, you know, they don't want to doing it. You can call it judging and call it what you want to, but nobody don't want to build an empire in order for somebody to come through and blood suck them, or to just have some people that's just unmaintained. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no sense of motherfucking professionalism, etiquette in public. Everything they do is ratchet. You got to be careful who you have kids by, I'm telling you. You better be careful who you have kids by. You see them every day. You see them every day on social media. You see it. You see it. You see it every day when you go into the grocery store. You see it. You see it in the malls. You know, you see it in your movies. You see it in your workplace. People are just, some people are not worth mixing your motherfucking blood with. And once you mix your blood with them, you got a whole lifetime to deal with those people. You know what I'm saying? You got people say, oh, I ain't got to deal with them. I ain't got to deal with them. They got a baby bomb. She got a baby bomb. Yes, you do have to deal with them. Because sooner or later, you're going to have to interact with the offspring of that bloodline. So therefore, their family is part of your family now. And that's a serious thing. That's a serious thing. That means every upside down view that person's uncle have or aunt have that may affect your offspring, it's going to have a say-so inside your house. Because that woman that you had a baby by, or that man that you had a baby by, he's going to take advice from somebody from that ratchet bloodline about a situation at some point in time. That's her family. That's his family. He or she is going to confide inside that ratchet bloodline or that low-life bloodline about something for something at some point in time. So therefore, if their ideas and the way they look at things is going to be taken into consideration by the person that you choose to have a child by, that ultimately means that that view and their lifestyle is going to be implemented inside your household or inside your child or inside a situation with you and your family. You have to be careful that you do not slip and have a baby by a ratchet woman or a ratchet man. I'm telling you, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. You live and you learn. You know, I'm sitting there, I'm telling all the young fellas, all the young ladies, or maybe older women or older men that don't have kids. You understand what I'm saying? It's a whole different type of ball game when you have a kid with a bitch that ain't trying to be shit. It's a whole ball game when you have a baby with a with a man that ain't trying to be shit. You understand what I'm saying? You having a kid with an uneducated woman, a kid with an uneducated man, a kid with a woman that don't want to go nowhere, that don't want to do nothing, that needs you to do everything for her and them kids. You're going to eventually dry yourself in the ground. So now you're taking care of her, and you're probably going to end up taking care of her ratchet family that had nothing going on for them if you're the breadwinner. You know, same thing with the woman. If he's nothing and he comes from a family full of nothing people that's trying to do something, and you're the breadwinner, baby girl, you're going to eventually end up taking care of that family or a certain number of people in that family, because she's going to take care of them through you. You're going to be the resource to help her take care of the people that she loves. She's going to let them borrow money from her. Ultimately, she's going to borrow money from you. You know, if they need a bill paid and they need to borrow money from somebody, they're going to borrow from her. She's going to borrow from you. So now you're taking care of that ratchetness. You feel me? So you got to make sure it's a big deal. This shit is a big deal, man. This is one of the biggest things that you could ever do in your life. I can promise you, man. I can promise you. We have a lot of kids been born in this world, fucked up. They're poor. They're without. You know what I'm saying? They've been unwatched, unguarded, neglected. They don't have mental love. They don't have mental care, mental nurturing going on. Nobody teaches them principles, standards, no nothing. These ratchets have kids and leave them to raise themselves. And that could be you. If you out here fucking because somebody got a big ass, playboy. Or short, if you out here fucking because this bum nigga got gold in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Or you think he's just so handsome. Now he fuck around and he get you pregnant. And you got to raise these kids by yourself. And you got to adopt his ratchet ways into your family. No matter if you ever talk to him again in your life. His family is in your household. His bloodline is in your household. So therefore, you're going to have to deal with those ratchet motherfuckers at some point in time. You feel me? And if you don't deal with them, that bloodline that he has in your household is going to have to deal with him. So now you have to take a risk at the views that that ratchet family that you had that child with been poured into your kid. Because he's going to have to pick up the phone and call his uncles. You know what I'm saying? His big brothers, his big sisters, his grandma. And it's going to be on him to choose whether or not the ratchet shit that they live by, you feel me, it's good enough for him to live by inside your household at a certain age. You cannot have kids by ratchet people. You don't want to have kids by do-nothing people. You feel me? Having kids is like going to college. You have to make sure you're going to the right school. You got to make sure you're taking the right gamble. Having kids is like gambling. You got to make sure you're gambling right. You got to gamble right. And I'm not telling you because I'm Mr. Perfect. You feel me? Nobody's perfect. But you got to take your time whenever you decide that you're going to be out here having unprotected sex with individuals. You feel me? If you're going to take those, you got to know. You got to know. You got to know. You feel me? Because somebody's going to have unprotected sex. You got to know that you're taking a chance with the right person. If you're going to have unprotected sex with somebody, you got to ask yourself questions. Could I see this person being a baby mother? Could I see this person being a baby father if we did have sex and we end up, you know, conceiving a child? You feel me? Could I see this? Could you see her being, you know, do you know that she's going to live by certain principles that you need to have your child raised on? Is she one of them? Or is she just pretty and thick? Is he one of them? Or is he just handsome and he look like he got money, shorty? You know what I'm saying? You have to ask yourself these questions. The worst thing you can do is have a baby by ratchet, lowlife men and women, and then expect them to make decisions that sane, intelligent people that live by standards, principles, you know what I'm saying, are expected to make. They're never going to think like a person that you need them to think like. They're never going to think responsible because these are ratchet individuals. Now, you can choose to fuck around and let your bloodline and your legacy, you know, live on inside the bloodline of some ratchet bloodline, or you can make the right decision. You feel me? And strap up. Have protected sex. Not saying that that's 100%, but hey, that's the least you can do. That's the least you can do out here, man, when you're trying to make sure that your legacy lives on and is crystallized. You want your legacy to be crystallized out here, bro. You want your legacy to be crystallized, sis. You feel me? You see it every day. You see it every day. Look at the little kids you see at the bus stop. Look at the little kids you see moving through your hood and through your neighborhood. You feel me? A lot of these kids are fucked up because they have fucked up parents, dog. You know? You see the eyeball. You see a woman that came from a good family that's, you know, that was trying to have something. And she go out and let a dirt dog guy, you know what I'm saying, that's just running wild. His brother ain't shit. Mom ain't shit. Daddy ain't shit. Ain't now never try to have nothing. They happy being low lives. He go have a baby with her. Bring her whole life down. You know what I'm saying? Bring her whole life down. Meanwhile, her family's looking at them and see what's going on. You feel me? Him nor the family that he come from can do nothing to elevate the child or elevate what's going on. They're living off her. Any sane decision, any wise decision, any educated decision about their life and the life of their child comes from her. And vice versa with a woman. I mean, and vice versa if it was a man with a ratchet woman. Any sane decision is going to come from the man. So you got to be sure that you're not having kids out here with ratchets. And if you do got a kid out here with a ratchet, God bless you, man. My biggest prayers goes out to you. My biggest prayers go out to your family. Because you got a whole lifetime of hell that you gonna go through if you can't convince that motherfucker to step their game up. And I'm out, man. I just want to say that. You know, I ain't gonna hold you long. I think I did about 15 minutes. But listen, it's a big deal. It's a big deal, man. You have to be careful who the fuck you have kids with. If you don't, you will live to regret and you will live to learn this motherfucking lesson. I'm out, the jeweler.